Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In this video I will show you how to paint a watercolor jellyfish with Crayola Supertips markers. And this is the example of how I paint these jellyfish. And for my bullet journal setup for May, I created this painting and I got a lot of interest from my followers, so I thought it would be a good idea to make a video of this. So let's get right to it. Okay, so the first thing you'll need is a bullet journal, of course. Slipcovers for greeting cards is what I am using, but yeah, you can use any plastic material on which you can swatch your Crayola Supertips. Then of course you need the Crayola markers, and I have the 50 set, as you can see. So I have a lot of choice of colors, and a waterbrush, of course. And the last thing you'll need are coloring pencils. And I'm using Prismacolor pencils, but you can use any brand of pencils you want, of course. So first, step one is that you draw a circle roughly, and this is to determine the shape of the head of the jellyfish. And you don't have to press it too hard, because you're going to erase this later on. And then step two is that you draw the head of the jellyfish, and this can be anything, just let your imagination flow. So I'm going to draw it like this, and then so like this, and then you want to draw also the inside of the head. And now you can erase the circle you have drawn in step one. But you can also do this later, of course. And as step three, you draw the tentacles of the jellyfish. And I have observed pictures of jellyfish on the internet, and what I always saw is that they have two different types of tentacles, like the thick curled ones and thinner, longer ones. So I'm first going to draw the thick curled tentacles. And again, this there's no rules for this. You can draw this the way you want it to be. And let's create some movement into this. So these are the thick tentacles, and now I'm going to draw the thin tentacles. And it's really satisfying, because yeah, you just go with the flow and see how it turns out, and it's always a surprise to see how your jellyfish will turn out. So now I'm finished drawing with the tentacles, and as step 4, you first color in the head of the jellyfish with a light watercolor. So I'm choosing a light blue for this, or no, I'm going to choose a turquoise color. So add some more dimension. So this is, oh, it's pretty dark. So if you want to create a light color, you just add more water to the ink. So I first, as you can see, I swatched the marker here. And then if I want to create a light color, I just press out some more water. And then you get your lighter color. And it doesn't have to be perfect because it is watercolor, so that's the fun part about it. So now we've filled in the light part, and now we have to wait a bit for the watercolor to dry out so we can paint over it. As step 5, you can you use darker colors to add more shading to the head of the jellyfish, and I'm using 2 different colors to make it more pop. So on the left side I'm going to apply some blue like this. And on the right side I'm going to add a more green color. So this adds more dimension to your jellyfish and just makes it more pretty. And you do the same thing for the inside. I'll zoom it in a bit more. So I want some more blue. So I'm gonna add some more of it. Okay. And now as step 6, you're gonna color in the thick tentacles we have drawn first, and you're going to give the thick tentacles a lighter color. So for this I'm going to use light blue. So I'm gonna swatch some light blue. And yeah, you just, oh, it's pretty dark actually, but that's okay. Then I'm going to add some more water. Yeah, it can be a bit difficult to find exactly where the tentacles are, but it doesn't have to be precise and perfect. Later on you're going to erase the pencil lines anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yes. And now we've colored in the thick tentacles. For step 7 we're going to color the thin tentacles, and for this we are going to give a darker color. So I'm going to use this blue. Yeah, it's darker than the color I've just used. So I'm going to trace the lines of the thin tentacles like this, and try to kind of fade out the color at the end by pressing your brush a bit lighter. So this way, yeah, it just looks more natural. And not all the tentacles have to be the same color or shade. Just do it the way you want it to be. So, step. And the next thing, I'm going to zoom it out a little. And now you want to let everything dry out a bit, so we can continue the next steps. I wasn't completely satisfied with the shading on the head, so I'm applying another layer of dark blue on the side to create more dimension. And this already looks a lot better. Like this. And now you let it dry for a while. The last and final step is step 8, and in this step we are going to enhance the painting with coloring pencils. And for this I'm using the Prismacolor coloring pencils, but you can use any brand that you want. So yeah, the parts that I'm going to enhance are the same parts that I enhanced with the watercolor, so the sides and parts that I want to be a little darker. So this part I'm going to enhance with blue coloring pencil. So this way the painting pops even more. I'm going to make this darker as well. Like this. And then I'm going to use green pencil to enhance the other part, other side of the jellyfish. This is a bit dark, so I'm going to use a lighter color. So go over it like this. So now we've done enhancing the shadowy parts. We are going to highlight the lighter parts with white coloring pencil. And this just gives that extra little touch that you want. You can use it for the inside as well. And we can enhance the tentacles as well a little bit on the darker parts, so they don't disappear. And the last and final step is to erase the coloring pencil lines of the normal gray pencil lines, I mean. So it looks like a painting and not like a drawing. And this really makes your painting even better, I think. The watercolor really stands out more. And voila! This is your finished painting of a jellyfish. I hope you liked this video and found it useful. As you could see, it is not that very complicated to watercolor a jellyfish. And let me know in the comments if you want to see more tutorials like this and of what. And yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!